In our previous video, we flopped out our big, fat, long, hairy wiener, built a gaming PC using brand new parts and a used GPU and sold it for a fat profit. In today's video, we used a completely different approach to stack that cheddar. We go to Nerd Heaven Microcenter and buy every open box product imaginable. We then go over to Newegg and perform an armed robbery not once, but twice. With our PC parts in hands, we build the most epic gaming rig imaginable, benchmark that bad boy and flip it for a profit. All the meanwhile, I'm stroking my long wiener.
My client should go right to jail.
Dog mate, get your head out of the gutter. I'm stroking my dog mate. I love him so much. Let's go.
Oh my god.
We are here today at Microcenter to build the cheapest but most baller PC possible. It is freezing. I am in shorts. That's how dedicated I am to this process. We are going to go and look at their open box sale so we can get some mega deals. Let's go do it. This video is not sponsored, but it might as well because I'm going to be glazing Microcenter hard. If you do not live near one, leave your family and friends behind, pack a bag and move to a location because this is gamer heaven. Prior to going into the store, you can go to their website, you can choose a location, go down to clearance, go down to open box and click computer parts, and you can scroll through and you can look through CPUs, motherboards, GPUs, cases, you name it, they've got it. I am not lying when I tell you I check this every single day to look for open box products. I'll get them to hold it and then I'll usually go pick it up on weekends. We visited the store in early December and we got some mega deals, starting off with my favorite case in the world, the Montec King 95 in white for $59. It looks amazing. We got an AMD Ryzen 5 7600X for $151 on the AM5 platform. And we got an AM5 motherboard, the MSI B650P Pro Wi-Fi for $89. Oh my god, I'm excited. But the absolute crescendo of these deals is we got the Gigabyte NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070 Super Eagle RGB overclocked triple fan 12 gigabytes for $553.
Slow down, baby.
I can't find it anywhere else except for the NVIDIA Marketplace for $1,000. Oh my god, mate, hell of a deal.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me.
Alright, fine. So we didn't actually rob Newegg. We just got two really good deals. The first was thanks to the ZTT Discord. It's a really good place if you're looking for deals. You're welcome for the plug, Zach, by the way. This deal was $175 for a Black Diamond 1000 watt Tier B power supply. For some reason, they were selling it for $59. We bought 8 of them. Oh my god, I was in heaven that day. And for our RAM, we got incredibly lucky. We got this deal on Black Friday from Newegg for $322. It's absolutely amazing, but when they sent it to us, they didn't send the RAM at all. So I sent them a photo showing that they didn't send it, and they sent 2 free kits along with the original one.
Nice. Nice.
That's $200 of free inventory. The heavens were shining down on us on that day. Comment down below if you've ever had something that lucky happen to you while you've been flipping PCs. It's 1 AM and anytime past midnight, my wiener stops working.
Brother,
So he's not going to be joining us today. He'll join us later. You're going to have to watch me build. Unlatch the CPU socket on the motherboard, lift up the cover, get your 7600X and line the triangle up in the top left corner with the triangle of your CPU just here. Place it down. The pins are actually on the motherboard on the AM5. On AM4, the pins are usually on the CPU socket. Then you're going to have to latch this mechanism. It's going to be really hard, mate. Oh, God. Grab your RAM, make sure the grooves line up with the grooves in the motherboard, insert it into sockets 2 and 4, and make sure you push down tight. You should hear a click. Remove the heatsink cover from your M.2 slot. This is my 5-year-old SSD that has all my games on it. Never buy a Samsung Evo. Just get a generic 1TB drive that's Gen 4. We're using Kingston today. It's about $53. Put your heatsink back on. And now we're cooling the CPU. We're always going air cooling. We're always going thermal right. Assassin King 120 SE. $16 on Amazon. Take this sticker off, mate. Your grandmother will explode if it doesn't. Put the standoffs into the board just like this. And then attach the metal brackets to them just like this. The old trusty screwdriver, screw it in nice and tight. And once that's screwed in, get your thermal paste and a little X marks the spot, usually does it for me. You don't need this much thermal paste, but What are you gonna do, mate? Fight me in the comments. Bruh. All right, put your CPU cooler on. Make sure it lines up with the screws underneath. Just slightly screw it in. Get a screwdriver. Slowly screw it in one side by one side. So keep switching sides. Don't screw it all the way down on one side then the other. Try and do it evenly. And there she is, mate. Look at that. Looks absolutely beautiful next to our little bonsai tree. And then here is the PSU, the 1000 watt black diamond tier B for $59, mate. What a steal. Newegg is crying right now.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
We're going to test the CPU and motherboard to make sure it posts. So we're getting everything ready to create a test bench. So we have everything plugged into our PSU, and as we go over here, you can see that we've plugged in our 24-pin connector, and then if we go up to the top, you can see we've also plugged in our 2 CPU 4-pin connectors as well. And here is our 4070 Super. Wow. Keep in mind, we bought this very early December. Right now, we have the 5070, 80s, and 90s potentially coming out, so I would wait before potentially buying one of these, unless you can get it for maybe under $500. But we're gonna plug that bad boy in, and then we're gonna jumpstart it by going to the F panel and putting these 2 connectors together using this screw. And look at that, mate, we have power. We've got RGB on the graphics card and on the CPU cooler as well, on the RAM. Everything's looking good so far. Let's see if it posts. And if we go over here, yes sir, MSI baby, we've loaded up. Great success. No weenie, but even without him, mate, we were still able to turn it on and get a good post. And here is our case, the absolutely stunning Montec King 95. It's usually $119 on Amazon. We got it for $59 open box, and it is in pristine condition. It has 2 USB 3s and a USB-C on the front. We just need to fill it with some fans. We're going to go with these Segotep HB12 Infinity fans. We're putting 5 in there, and would you look at it now, it's absolutely transformed it from stunning to out of this world gorgeous, mate. Oh, I am seriously in love. I can't wait to turn this thing on. As you can see, we've put the IO shield in the back. We are ready to insert the motherboard. Let's do it. We are on the home stretch. Here is our 1000 watt power supply that we got for $59. It's a tier B power supply. Whoever's getting this is getting an absolute bargain. I'm not going to show you screwing it in because Weenie's asleep. And here it is. Oh my god, I've put in $15 cable extensions, as you can see, for the 24 pin and the CPU connector. It looks amazing, mate. The aesthetics, mwah. Let's put the graphics card in. We're just gonna shove it into the top PCIe slot. Make sure it's in nice and snug. Let's go wake our wiener up. Here he is. He looks devastated. I know he wanted to do this build, but he sleeps for about 20 hours a day. What am I supposed to do, mate? I've got videos to make. Let's at least have you turn it on. Will that be right? He's agreed to it. Here we go. The final reveal. And there it is, mate. Oh my god. Look at the RGB. Look at the Infinity fans. This turned out great. I am absolutely in love with this. He doesn't want to look at it. He is disgusted. Bruh. And we have a post. Thank god. First time post, all the fans worked. Good job, Weenie, even though you didn't do anything. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Mate, get out of the way. I'm trying to talk. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I think it looks sensational. We might put an exhaust fan on if we have time. We've got the RGB on the RAM and on the graphics card. It looks great. Look at this man's butt. Seriously, we are trying to film, young man. All right, let's go benchmark. Alright, time to benchmark, and I thought I would start with something different today. Indiana Jones. I gave this game about 2 hours. It wasn't really my kettle of fish. I'm not really into single-player games as much as I used to be, but we set it to 4K Supreme graphics with ray tracing set to on. So we ran this graphics card into the ground, but we gave it a bit of a chance. We set DLSS to performance. You can see we're pretty much at 99 to 100% the whole time. Temperatures are great. The CPU temperature is great as well, even with that $15 air cooler. And importantly, we're getting around an FPS average of 74 with a 1% low of 59. On the highest graphics possible, that is really good for this game. This is one of the most graphically intense games out there right now. There's even reports that VRAM of about 8 gigabytes isn't enough to play this game at really high settings, but this 4070 Super is kicking its ass, mate. It is seriously doing good. When we're outside in the jungle, we're usually around 60 FPS. When we're in this cave, we're up to about 90 FPS. And then during cutscenes, we drop down to about 45 to 50 FPS. But overall, the game played great. Just wasn't really my type of game, mate. But hey, if you like it, get the 4070, mate, because it's gonna kill it. Next up, we've got Call of Duty. I am absolutely booty cheeks at this game, but I love playing it. We're not messing around at 1440p or 1080p. We went straight to 4K balanced with DLSS set to quality. We got an FPS average of 135 with a 1% low of 118. You can see that this rig was really putting my performance up, mate, because usually I suck absolute ass at this, but I am absolutely dominating right now. The game ran really smoothly. I did play it on 1440p. I unfortunately didn't record it, and we were around 160 to 180 with the same settings. But overall, this thing was a beast. I absolutely loved playing it. I have a 120 Hz OLED 4K monitor, and this thing ran smooth as eggs, mate. Look at that, just standing in the hallway, absolutely destroying those noobs. We got a victory. I came second, mate. Looks very different to where I usually came, which is right at the bottom. There's me, number 6 from Squid Games, telling everyone to be quiet, mate. What a time to be alive. And finally, I had about 10 people ask me how it plays Fortnite on performance mode. I'm not showing you performance mode, mate. It looks like a buttery cream bagel. 600 FPS is what we were getting on that. But I set it to 4K epic with DLSS set to balanced, and we were getting an FPS of 242 with a 1% low of 191. Mate, I'm getting too old for this game. This guy's got a samurai sword. He's throwing a car at me. I still ended up absolutely dunking on him, mate. Eat my booty. Now we're versing Vegeta or Goku. I don't know what's going on, mate. I've got a default skin. I am seriously a noob at this game, but we still killed him. And now we're coming up and we're beating these two up from behind, mate. Oh, seriously, I could play this game probably as good as Ninja if I put the effort in, but mate, I'm too busy building 4070 Super PCs. Finally, I've been playing too much Call of Duty because I thought this was a redeploy. I ended up jumping off and it absolutely just owned me, mate. It was over, but this game ran absolutely great. Alright, mate, I listed this thing on Facebook Marketplace for $1,300. $1,300, mate. That's an absolute bargain for the 4070 Super inside this Montec case on the AM5 platform. Let me know down in the comments if I'm absolutely delusional or if you would have snapped this thing up right away. I basically talk about the specs that this PC has, say that it has Wi-Fi, talk about the FPS, and then down below say I'm happy to help set this thing up or I'm happy to build something else if you're looking for it. Put a whole heap of pictures in and then big bang boom, Bob's your uncle, mate. Let's see how it went. So as you can see, this is a pretty popular PC. It sold in about 7 days and we got about 2,000 clicks on the listing. So that's pretty good for a higher end PC, but let's look at some of these messages. $1,000 cash. $800 cash, can pick up whenever. $700 cash, trying to play the sympathy card, mate. Here's the world's smallest violin. Get the hell out of here. Someone offered me rims for this PC. Mate, there's nothing more than I would like to do than ride on 20 inches. Pause. But I'm not doing it for this PC, mate. Someone else actually agreed to a deal, but then at the last second they pulled out. Very devastating. And then someone actually read my listing and found out that I wrote 100 watts for the PSU and started screaming at me. I don't think they actually make 100 watt PSUs for a PC, but anyway, mate, I played along with it. Let's go see who actually purchased this thing. And here he is, mate, my savior, a $1,300 4070 PC for his 8-year-old son. Talk about father of the year. My father left me when I was 3 years old to go to get a carton of milk, and he said he was coming back, and it's been 27 years, mate. Why'd you leave me, daddy? All right, let's go deliver this thing. Happy days, we have sold the 4070 Super PC. We have sold it to a dad. He's buying it for his 8-year-old son. My God, I wish I had a 4070 Super when I was 8. Absolutely insane. Father of the year, mate. This is looking good. This man's happy. He's going to get some Treatos today, mate. He wanted it outside the box. As you can see, it's looking stunning. We've got the box here just in case he wants it. But yeah, let's go sell this bad boy. It is freezing. I have in long pants, but they're pulled up for some reason. Something is seriously wrong with me. Let's go, mate. That's alright. I just realized I forgot the power cord. I literally live like 2 minutes away. Do you want to run home quickly and get it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you want to follow me? And it's up to you. So here's everything though. So it has the Wi-Fi cables are attached to the back already. Yep. Everything should work fine. The only thing is just when you plug your HDMI in, just make sure you plug it into there. Otherwise, it should be good. And then here's the box. The only thing it has is this accessory in it where you can, instead of having the glass on, you can put this on. It gives it a bit better airflow, but I don't think there's any point. But if you want it, you can have it.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'll take whatever came with it.
And then, do you want the box, or are you happy without it, or it's up to you?
I don't care.
Okay. All right. And now is the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's put the profit up on the screen. It cost us $1,050 to build this monster. We sold it for $1,300, so we got a total profit of $250 after tax. That is pretty good. Obviously, the free RAM helped us. If we had to pay for RAM, it would have been about $80 to $90, so we would have sold the PC for $1,400 instead. But the main point here is we made a young man's dream come true. An 8-year-old has a 4070 Super on the AM5 platform. He's probably playing Fortnite on it right now. He's probably going to be the next ninja thanks to us. But in all seriousness, thank you for your support. If you want to see this flipping series continue, let me know in the comments below. I'll happily turn it into a full series. Otherwise, we have 45 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 100,000 by the end of the month. So smash that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Me and Weenie love ya.